You may want to watch the very disturbing natural disasters occurring in Hawaii and California, Michael Snyder reports. I believe major natural disasters will be one of the dominant themes of 2024. Right now, a giant Pineapple Express storm is hitting the state of California, and an even stronger Pineapple Express storm will hit the state right behind it. But authorities in California would be really remiss if we said that these storms could potentially be part of a destructive multi-week pattern that many have suggested may or may not be developing. Meanwhile, the state of Hawaii is wrought by hundreds and hundreds of earthquakes. In fact, we're told there were more than 220 earthquakes in a single 24-hour period earlier this week. More than 220 earthquakes have struck Hawaii in the past 24 hours, an increase in seismic activity and other signals at Kilauea volcano prompted USGS scientists at the Hawaii Volcano Observatory, HVO, to raise the volcano alert level 3 there. And while the volcano has not yet erupted as of press time, the USGS warns that an eruption may occur in the future with little warning. And according to HVO scientists, seismicity began to increase shortly before midnight. As of 3 a.m. local time, 25 to 30 detectable earthquakes have occurred per hour at depths of 1 to 2 miles below the surface. The earthquake swarms have migrated between the area just south of Halemaumau, a pit, the pit within the summit caldera crater, and the area southwest of the outer caldera rim. The most intense activity occurred between 6 and 8 a.m., when the earthquakes clustered just south of Halemaumau, and there have been over 180 localized earthquakes in this area in the past 6 hours alone, ranging in magnitude from 3.4 to less than 1. Several of these earthquakes were large enough to be felt by HVO personnel in the field, who reported also rock falls on the south side of Halemaumau. There have been 502 earthquakes on the Big Island of Hawaii in the past 7 days. 228 of them happened in the last 24 hours. The Hawaiian Islands were created, as we know, by volcanic activity. There's a hot spot there, and there has been so much instability in the area in recent years. Now USGS scientists are telling us that magma is moving towards the surface and Kilauea could soon blow. USGS scientists raised Kilauea volcano alert level from yellow to orange after increased earthquake activity was detected at the summit early Wednesday morning. This means there is a potential threat of an eruption, and scientists are closely monitoring the activity. Officials said that while the volcano is not erupting, earthquakes and signs of bulging, inflation that is, ground deformation, signal that magma is moving towards the surface. I don't know why so many people consider Hawaii such a safe place to live, though. In my last book, I rated it number 41 out of 50 of all 50 states for livability. I probably could have rated it even lower, but Hawaii is where Mark Zuckerberg decided to build his $270 million survival complex. I personally don't understand how he did that on a volcanic island. But anyway, going back to this, Zuckerberg is building a 1,400-acre compound, complete with a 5,000 square foot underground shelter, a blast door and an escape hatch across his property known as Ko'olau Ranch, according to the Wired investigation. The complex will be equipped with its own power and food supplies. It's not your usual bug spot. The cost of the project, including land purchases and extensive development, is more than $270 million, according to Wired. Good luck with all of this. Of course, living in the state of California isn't exactly a good choice either. In my last book, I rated it number 50 out of all 50 states for livability. For example, the last month, a state of emergency was declared a a previous storm that caused catastrophic flooding in the San Diego area, a day after declaring a state of emergency due to an unprecedented storm that flooded San Diego County. Mayor Todd Gloria visited the hard-hit communities in southeast San Diego and explained what is being done to help. Gloria said, "I'm heartbroken by the losses I saw this morning. This is very real. What we have is a large number of San Diegans who will be in recovery mode, not hours or days, but measured in weeks or months." So much damage was caused that it was actually called the 1,000-year storm. San Diego Chief Operating Officer Chris McFadden said the infrastructure impacts were significant. In San Diego alone, $6 to $7 million in damage was done. "We could classify this as a 1,000-year storm," McFadden said. "What is clear now is that the rain patterns are not what they are today. We have to prepare for that. A 1,000-year storm means a storm of a certain size has a 1 in 1,000 or greater chance of occurring in a given year, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. But it wasn't the end. Right now, an atmospheric river is bringing more flooding to the state. A Pineapple Express storm system pummels California with 10 inches of rain and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, putting 22 million people under flood warnings. The lanes of the 710 freeway at Pacific Coast Highway in Long Beach are closed, and many roads and highways across the state are flooded due to Thursday morning's rains. Both Los Angeles and San Diego are dealing with flooding from the historic storm that hit Northern California a day earlier. The Los Angeles-based office of the National Weather Service warned, "Start preparing now, customize the designs, grab some sandbags, mountain communities grab extra supplies in case you get stuck." And soon after this storm departs, another atmospheric river that could be much stronger than the first storm is set to come barreling. The second atmospheric river, which forecasters said could be much stronger than the first storm, was expected to reach California on Sunday and Monday. Impacts from the pair of storms include travel problems, mudslides, power problems, coastal erosion, and property damage. But if anyone out there dares to speculate that this could be part of a destructive multi-week pattern known as an arc storm, that's atmospheric river 1,000-year storm, the authorities in California are going to be really, really crazy. So I'm not going to do that. Let's watch and see what happens. If more atmospheric rivers continue to hit the state, that would be very bad news. The state of California does not normally receive very high levels of rainfall, so when a lot of rain arrives in a short period of time, massive flooding can occur. Our world is shaking in so many ways, and I believe we will see a lot more global instability in the rest of 2024. And this is from The Most Important News by Michael Snyder. Michael's new book, Chaos, is available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon, and you can check out his new Substack newsletter. And I've translated this from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. And this is by Michael Snyder. He says about the author, "My name is Michael Snyder, extremely controversial new book entitled Chaos, available on paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 7 other books that are available on Amazon, including End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, commissions earned. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, Most Important News, and he always freely and happily allows others to republish his articles on their own websites. You can connect with Michael on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and sharing his articles on your own social media accounts is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times that people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.